Today we will do as the factors affecting the location of industries. So any of an industry, they are generally influenced by the two basic factors are responsible for this: geographical and non-geographical. Geographical and non-geographical. Geographical and non-geographical. So geographical factors includes as the geographical factors, which includes as land, water, availability of a water. All the industries are set up on a land areas, on a level lands. So for which as basically preferred for the infertile lands, unfertile lands which are not capable for agriculture. So wastelands are preferably used for a location of industries, neither for agricultural land. Clear? Now the next one is a water. In industries, most number of industries, water has the basic necessity. For example, iron and steel industries, water required for a cooling purposes. In cotton textiles, water required for a dyeing purposes, washing and dye the clothes. So in different number of industries, water required as the differently. So the water, it should be as available nearer to the industry. Third, power, regular supply of power. So all the industries, they are run on the basis of the energy. So that energy as the, which obtained from the resources. So most number of the industries, the heavier industries are located nearer to the sources of their electricity power. For example, it should be as the dam or either availability of a coal. Availability of coal supportive for the growth of industries. So industries are located nearer to the sources of the power. Labor. As you read in the previous classes, people are preferred to live in a leveled areas, neither in a harsh climatic conditions, moderate weather conditions. So labor, it should be available nearer to the source of the, nearer to the industries. If the labor has moving from the far away from areas, then such kind of labor, it will not prefer to continue the work on that particular industry. So most number of industries are basically as concentrated in such areas where the cheaper availability of labor is available. Cheaper labor available. Cheaper labor available. Next one is a raw material. Raw material. If the material is not available, whatever has manufactured in an industry, then it's not easy for an industry to grow in such areas. So most number of heavier industries, iron and steel industries, aluminium smelting centers, then the oil refineries, they are located as the nearer to the sources of the raw material. Nearer to the sources of raw material. If the raw material has brought from the far away areas towards the industries, under such circumstances, the type of a product which will manufacture from the industry, from that particular industry, it will be the more expensive. More expensive. For example, if we locate the iron and steel industry in a Haryana, Punjab, or either in a Uttar Pradesh, then we have to transport the raw iron ore from Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh towards the Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, West Bengal, Odisha, towards the such areas of Punjab, Haryana, or either the Uttar Pradesh. Means more capital investment. That capital which will be as the spent by the industrialist in form of a transport. In form of a transport, under such circumstances, the kind of a product which will ready from an industry, it will be the more expensive. It will be the more expensive. So that's why most number of heavier industries are located nearer to the sources of the raw material. Nearer to the sources of raw material, the industries are located. Industries are generally located as the nearer to the sources of their raw material. Raw material. Next one as a means of transport. transport. So mostly as the industries are growing under influence of a means of transport. If the well network of a roadways, railways are equipped in that particular area, so industries are concentrated in such parts. Industries are neither concentrated in such parts where the means of transport are not fully developed. Reason because to purchase material, to moving the material from a source of a raw material towards the industry, after the manufacturing of a good, the product, it will be as a moving towards a market, for which as a good means of transport are necessary to develop. They should be developed in that particular area. So for which as a means of transport are necessary. Our most number of goods, these are exported towards the other countries of the world also. So preferably after such number of goods are exported through as the waterways. So to reach in a port cities, well network of a roadways and railways, it is mandatory, preferably as the railways, which are the cheapest means of transportation for a bulky materials. For bulky materials, if you wish to move the material from parts of Punjab, Haryana towards the Mumbai, towards Calcutta, or either the other number of ports, Visakhapatnam, Masulipattnam, Panji, Mangalore, in such number of ports, then you have to need as the well network of our railways, which are considered as the cheapest mode of transportation. Next are the non-geographical factors. Capital. Capital is required, money required for the growth of industry. Money required, that money which is required for the set up industry, modify the machinery, purchase of a machinery, purchase of raw material, to pay the salaries to their workers, for which as capital required in a larger quantities. So capital as considered a non-geographical factor. Next one as a market, nearness of markets. Nearness of markets. If the goods are produced, when the industrialists produce, manufacture the goods afterwards, if the goods are not sold in a market and not earned as a profit, it will be as the loss for the industrialists. So for which as a markets, it should be as a nearer to the industries. Markets should available nearer to the industries. So whatever has manufactured in industry, it should sold in markets. The market or a demand factor is a particularly important in deciding the locations, as it is the market which consumes the manufactured goods. This is especially so when these goods are perishable. So some of the goods are perishable in nature. If they are not consumed in timely, then under such circumstances, their quality will deprive and under such circumstances, the industrialist will face as the losses. Next, technology. So those areas where the industries are located, so well-equipped technology, it should be as provided through as the government. It should provided through the government, because in industries can be located away from the places where as a skilled labor is available if the latter is required in a small numbers. If the industries are required as a large volumes of technically skilled people, as in the case of a diamond cutting, and the industries may gravitate towards them. So technology where these are such kind of technologies available which required as a sophisticated production of a manufactured goods, for which as the technology has the key factor. It is a key factor which contributes in a growth of industries. And the last is a government policies. Government, it should be as make the such policies which should favorable. Communication will consider under the non-geographical. Communication through which as information has transmitting among the different parts of a country. So government policies, government should make as such policies which should favorable for industrial growth. As we familiar, in our country, the 60% of job opportunities provided by the primary sector, by the agriculture sector. extra burden on an agricultural sector, burden of the unemployed on an agricultural sector, which is responsible for the low growth of agriculture. Less growth of agriculture. The contribution of agriculture in our national economy, national income is a very less. But the reason is that the more number of people are dependent on it. More number of the people are dependent on it. But after the 1980s, Government of India emphasized over industrial growth. It set up the newer number of industries. More number of industries means as a more number of job opportunities. Such workforce which get their jobs in a agriculture sector, now they are dependent on industries. In one side, their living standard also improves. In other side, as the burden, the extra burden on a agriculture sector reduced. It reduced, which make as a possibilities for a more production. So number of the farmers are there which are moving from a production of a cereal crops, production of a food crops towards as a cash crops, which are more beneficial for them. It is one of the reasons responsible for the prosperity of farmers. Prosperity of farmers in India. The farmers, they are becoming as the rich in our country. Clear? So some of the governments are there which are supportive for the industrial growth. For example, Punjab government, if the person has investing there, if any of the industrialists invest their money in our state, Punjab, under such circumstances, some of the relaxations are given by the state governments to the such industrialists. Such relaxations are known as liberalized policies. They liberalize their policies in relation to the set up the more number of industries in their particular states. As we familiar, Punjab is known for its agriculture production. But if the number of industries will set up in our state, then what will be happen? That kind of a workforce which is moving towards abroad, towards other countries of the world for the better living opportunities, for job opportunities, they will reside here. Such kind of workforce which has going towards abroad after completion of their +2 for the search of a better job opportunities. If the job opportunities will provided in our state through the industrial growth, then such brain drain, it will not occur. It will consider as the good. So such kind of efforts are known as liberalized policies, liberalization. Liberal policies, LIBERALISATION, liberalization. Liberal policies in which assets are given, tax relaxations are given to the industrialist. For example, as excise duty. If the industrialist has set up their industry in our country, in our state, under such circumstances, there will be as no excise duty. So such kind of the liberal policies opted by the state governments for increasing the pace of industries in their states. Increasing the pace of industries in a state. Why? Because most number of world's developed economies, US, Canada, Russia, these economies are based upon a secondary sector and tertiary sector. Due to as more growth of a secondary and tertiary sector, possibilities in such countries are there which require a more workforce, and that workforce moving from Asian and African countries. If we make the possibilities for such kind of job opportunities in our country to the more number of industrial growth, then simultaneously, what will be happen? That such kind of a brain drain which now as presently occur, through which the people are moving towards the Gulf countries, Dubai, Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, or either in Canada, America, Russia, for the better job opportunities. They will reside here and they will work for constructively work for our country. So these are the factors responsible for the growth of industries. Till there, any questions? Next part is that the case studies. In our chapter, the case studies of 3 industries are there: iron and steel industries, IT industries, and cotton textiles. Cotton textiles. Basically, as a chapter has emphasized over the comparison between the iron and steel industry of US and India. US and India. Iron and steel industries of United States of America, Pittsburgh, and India. India's Jamshedpur. India's Tesco in Jamshedpur. Am I audible? Saumil, am I audible? Okay. So comparative study, that study, it will be as a base upon such factors. Preferably, we will follow as the land, location of an industry, where that particular kind of an industry is located. Second, the source of that particular industry of water, from which of the source they obtain as a water. Third, as a power. Fourth, labor comes from which of the sources, raw material, means of transport, and markets. And markets means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. We will discuss all these industries in a 7 context. It will be help you to as a distinguish in between of industries. Tesco in India, known for the iron and steel industry, India's first iron and steel industry. Their comparative study with relation to the Pittsburgh in US. Clear? So same as the India's cotton textile industry of Ahmedabad with the Japan. Their Japan's cotton textile industry, then the IT industries. So we will discuss about as the comparative study of these industries in relation to the other important industries of the world. Till there, any questions? Anybody having any questions related with matter? Yes, Jan, any question? Yes. Sawmill manufactured the bread or biscuit. If that particular bread biscuit not sold in market, अगर वो बिकेगा नहीं jackets. Clear, Sawmill?
Okay, sir.
उसके लिए nearness of a market is necessary because some of the money for the transportation. With that kind of a bread, it will be sold in a market at amount of 40-45 rupees. And nobody it will be as a purchase. So nearness of a market means as a people which will be as a consume that product, which will use the product, it should be as a located nearer to it. So that's why as the industries are located at some area. Okay, let's continue. The comparative study of the industries. Let's start the first iron and steel industry of India, TISCO. Tata Iron Steel Company, which was set up in India in 1907 at Jamshedpur by J.N. Tata. Jamshedji Nusarwanji Tata. Jamshedji Nusarwanji Tata. Jamshedji Nusarwanji Tata set up the first iron and steel industry of India, as you read in a history, by J.N. Tata. J.N. Tata. Britishers, they checked that what possibilities are there to grow, to set up as a first iron and steel industry, for which as they surveyed all over the country. Then they observed that there is some of the communities are there which are known for the smelting of iron in our country. Smelting as a that process in which through which the impurities of iron ore are separated from the iron and easily extract as iron. That process is known as a smelting of iron, and where these are occurred is known as a blast furnace. Those places where the smelting of iron is generally practiced by the people, through which the impurities of iron ore separate from the iron, is known as the blast furnace. So what kind of inputs, what materials are mixed through which as a smelting has occurred? Limestone, coke and iron ore. Limestone, coke, iron ore, these are mixed and heated up at a 400 degrees Celsius temperature. 400 degrees Celsius temperature. Under such circumstances, the molten form of iron separated from the iron ore. That kind of iron, the molten form of iron, which is used to mold in any of a shape, is known as a pig iron. P-I-G, pig iron. That is known as the pig iron, which is used by the industrialists for the manufacturing of a steel, which is an alloy. So for which as India's first iron and steel industry, TISCO, Tata Iron Steel Company, set up at Jamshedpur in Jharkhand. In Jharkhand as the India's first and the largest iron and steel industry. It is a private sector enterprise established in 1907 at the Singhbhum district of Jharkhand. Singhbhum district of Jharkhand. District of Jharkhand. Clear location, first point. So geographical factors as a land, location of this industry in a Singhbhum district of Jamshedpur is a place, Singhbhum is a district. Jamshedpur located in a Singhbhum district of a Jharkhand. It was set up in 1907 by the J.N. Tata, Jamshedji Nusarwanji Tata. Jamshedji Nusarwanji Tata. This industry obtained their raw material. Industry obtained their raw material. TISCO obtained their raw material from Chota Nagpur Plateau, Chota Nagpur Plateau, Chota Nagpur Plateau, Chota Nagpur Plateau, Chota Nagpur Plateau for iron ore, Mayurbhanj and Kendujar districts. For iron ore, Jharkhand as a Kendujar, sorry, Mayurbhanj, and Kendujar districts. Kendujar district in Odisha, Kendujar district in Odisha, Mayurbhanj and Kendujar in Odisha, Singhbhum in Jharkhand, Singhbhum in Jharkhand, which are used for obtaining as a raw material. Coal obtained from the Raniganj of coal means power, for power. Coal obtained from the Raniganj of West Bengal. Raniganj of West Bengal. Coal obtained from coal for the iron and steel industry obtained from the Raniganj of West Bengal and Jharia, Jharia, Jharia coalfields of Jharkhand, Jharia coalfields of Jharkhand, Jharia coalfields of Jharkhand, and limestone for Gangpur in Odisha. Limestone from Gangpur, Gangpur, Gangpur in Odisha. Second point done. First has a location. It has located in a Jharkhand. Sorry, TISCO is located in a Jamshedpur is a place. Singhbhum. Jamshedpur is a place. Singhbhum is a district. State is a Jharkhand, on which has a located. Second, it obtained a raw material of a iron ore from Mayurbhanj and Kendujar of Odisha. Mayurbhanj and Kendujar of Odisha. Singhbhum of Jharkhand. Singhbhum of Jharkhand for extraction of iron ore. Second one, coal obtained from the Raniganj of West Bengal and Jharia of Jharkhand. Third, limestone extracted from the Gangpur of Gangpur, Gangpur of Odisha. Gangpur of Odisha, full stop. Third heading as a transport. Jamshedpur is well connected with Jamshedpur is well connected with roadways. It is located nearer to the east-west corridor of India. Jamshedpur is located nearer to east-west corridor. Corridor means the roadways. In our country, the two longest roads are there. One is a north to south corridor. Next one is the east to west one. East to west corridor. Jamshedpur located nearer to the east-west corridor and well connected with Jamshedpur, well connected with Kolkata and Visakhapatnam port. Jamshedpur is well connected with Kolkata and Visakhapatnam ports. Done. Third point, transport. Fourth one, power. TISCO completes its power requirement from a Damodar River Valley project. TISCO completes its power necessity from Damodar River Valley project. Damodar, DAMODAR, Damodar River Valley project. Done. Fifth is a water. For a cooling of a hot iron, river Subarnarekha and Khadkai rivers, KHARKAI. Easy water supply from the river Subarnarekha and Khadkai, KHARKAI, used for cooling purposes. Used for cooling purposes. Then fifth point, sixth is a labor. Easy availability of a workforce for the industry available from Jharkhand, Odisha and West Bengal. All these states are the densely populated. Jharkhand, Odisha and West Bengal. Jharkhand, Odisha, West Bengal. From such states, easily and cheaper availability of labor supportive for the growth of iron and steel industries in India. 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 Nearness to the port at Kolkata and Visakhapatnam facilitates the transportation. Nearness of Calcutta and Visakhapatnam ports facilitates export of iron. Facilitates export of iron. Export of iron. Next, as a high demand for steel products for the market. Next heading is a market. High demand for steel products for the manufacture, machinery, automobiles, manufacture, machinery, tools, automobiles, locomotives, LOCOMOTIVES. Locomotives means as the high demand of iron, high demand for the steel products for the manufacturing of machinery, tools, automobiles, locomotives. Completes the necessity of a TISCO. Next is a climate. Next factor, climate. I think it was as a left in a geographical. You have to add in a geographical factors. Climate. climate, CLIMATE. As per the location of a Jamshedpur in a central eastern parts of a country, this area is free from the humidity. This area experience as the hot and dry weather conditions, which are favorable for the growth of iron steel. Because if the moist air blowing in a region of a iron and steel industries, then what will be happen? Iron will be rusted. Iron, it will be rusted. So mostly as iron and steel industries are located in such areas of a hot and dry weather conditions, prevailing in a Jharkhand, favorable for growth of iron and steel industries. Growth of iron and steel industries, hot and dry weather conditions of a central India, favorable for a growth of iron and steel industries. Clear? So this much for today. Any questions? Yes, any questions? Yes, anybody? Any questions? Tomorrow we will continue as their comparison with the Detroit, Petersburg.